Alright, so this is Axel Webber, guy that's made the TikTok rounds lately. He's known for living in New York City and living in a small apartment, and that's like his whole shtick, is being sort of like poor in New York City. And that's been met with a lot of controversy. One, because he blew up at first because he wanted to get into Juilliard, even though he had no prior acting experience, and he didn't get in, and so Juilliard got a lot of hate for that because they rejected this guy who had never acted before, and even he admitted that he just read a Shakespeare monologue and tried to do a Scottish accent, which, I guess I understand if you're doing a Macbeth monologue. I'm doing Shakespeare right now because I go to a theater school, so I understand that. What I don't understand as a fellow actor, I guess he considers himself an actor or an aspiring actor. Me too. I'm also an aspiring actor, so I do appreciate him, bringing light to the arts and theater. But what I really don't get is how he felt like he deserved it all to get in Juilliard. And he says he'll probably say, I don't feel like I deserved to get in Juilliard. I just said I didn't get in, but he really sent the message to his followers that he really wanted to get in, and he didn't get in. And so his followers gave off that impression. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Anyways, he's known for, I don't know. Let's just play one of his videos. Here's one. Can you afford NYC?
Really fast. All right. First, rent $1,200 a month. Phone bill $50 a month. Internet $55 a month. Public transportation, riding the subway $68 a month. Groceries $86 a month. Spotify $4.99. Movies $55 a month. That's to go to the theater and stuff like that. For a total expenditure of $1,528.99. For $1,500, you can live in New York City. You just might have to live in the smallest apartment in New York. You might have to share a bathroom with 16 other people. You might not be able to eat out all the time. All right, if you're on a shoestring budget. Yeah, it cost me $86 a month to feed myself because I'm cooking rice in a pot, and I got this sriracha that cost me $7. I'm still pissed off about that.
Anyways, that's kind of his whole shtick. His whole shtick is, oh, I'm poor. I live in the smallest apartment in New York City. I made a video response. This is what I said to him.
How much I spend to live in New York City? Let's run through the list really fast. All right, first, rent $1,200 a month.
I have no sympathy for somebody who's paying $1,200 a month to live in a shoebox in lower Manhattan when you could just come up to upper Manhattan and pay just as much for a bigger apartment. You have to learn how to New York. You gotta know how to treat the market. Come on. Anyways, sort of a joke, sort of not a joke. Axel kind of always rubbed me the wrong way. One, because he felt entitled to get into Juilliard, or his followers did. Anyways, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, the whole Juilliard situation, him trying to get in, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate him achieving his dream. I hope he does achieve his dream. The main thing people have had problems with is they think he's glamorizing poverty. Do I think he's glamorizing poverty? Yes. But the real question is, do I think that's a bad thing? No, you can do that if you want to. And he's not really glamorizing poverty. He's just glamorizing living, a life on a limited budget. Because poverty would be like a lot of the New York people that are literally living in a pile of cans on the street. You see a lot of those. I live in New York City, if you don't know. Anyways, the reason I don't have a lot of sympathy for him, because sometimes his videos do seem to come off as him being like, oh, look, I'm poor, blah, 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 is he lives in a very wealthy district. He lives in lower Manhattan. It's very expensive down there. Me, personally, I have to live close to my college, which is in Midtown, and so I have to live close to Manhattan. If I didn't go to college in Midtown, I would rather live in a place like New Jersey or Brooklyn or, somewhere less expensive than Manhattan. He's living in the most expensive part of Manhattan, and I said all you have to do is move a little uptown. You can still get on the train and go to Times Square whenever you want. You can go to the Freedom Tower, the World Trade Center, whenever you want. All you got to do is take a subway there. And you would be paying $1,200 for a way bigger apartment. Me personally, right now, I'm paying $1,200 with a roommate, so we're each paying $1,200 for a very nice apartment uptown. Now, you may say that's gentrification, and to that I would say I'm not really contributing to gentrification. Plus, this is the only place I can afford. I'm sorry to the gentrifiers. I guess that's me. I'll take the bullet on that one. I'll take the hit. I guess I'm a dirty white boy contributing to it. I don't really care though. Anyways, the main point of this video. I'm getting off track. The main point is, do I hate this guy? Absolutely not. A lot of people are like, "Oh, dude, you're just jealous." I'm not jealous. I mean, I'm happy for him. I really am. I'm happy for him. He's found his niche. That's something I've been having trouble doing lately. I mean, his thing is being in New York. It's making me want to make New York vloggy content. I'm not even gonna lie. But if you don't know, he is. A lot of people are accusing him of being an industry plant because his family's very wealthy, and he you know. You're not really taking the risk living in New York when your parents are probably paying your rent, even though, I mean, hey, good for him. He's probably, like, making good money through brand deals and other stuff like that. But he's been called an industry plant.
No, I haven't. Have you heard my new song?
Have y'all ever heard of an industry plant?
No, I haven't. Have you heard my new song, Shibbity Bop Bop? Shibbity Bop Bop Ba Doo Bop Ba, Shibbity Bop Bop Ba Ding Da Da.
Anyways, people are calling it an industry plant. Most famously, a very notable Tony-nominated playwright, Jeremy O'Harris, was like, "Oh, this guy's an industry plant." He's like, "Bro, he doesn't know." Anyways, it was like a whole thing. Do I think he's an industry plant? Probably, yes. But, you know, good for him if he's being successful. I'm just saying, dude, the smart thing to do, Axel, is to literally move uptown. Then you won't be poor. But I understand if you move uptown, then you won't be able to make your cute little videos with your little waffle maker and little apartment and your little sriracha. So fair enough, dude. Go pop off, I guess. But hey, it's whatever, I guess. Danny Gonzalez made a video on him. He addressed the industry plant rumors. We'll watch that.
I don't know. They might have just noticed me or thought it was funny. It could have been any number. They might think that, you know, I got too much attention for getting rejected. They might think I'm an industry plant.
Industry plant?
Yes. Industry bush, industry tree. I'm just honored to be anywhere in the forest.
Do you think that's a ridiculous accusation?
I don't think it's ridiculous at all. I think, well, first of all, I'm honored that people think, like, everything happened so quickly there's no way that it could have just been him. that feels like a compliment. Might be a little backhanded.
Well, the reality is it is pretty much you.
It is me. But I've gotten the opportunity to meet people like Diomi.
Yeah, you have a manager behind you.
Exactly. And now we've got the agent and it's still absolute. I'm just trying to get my footing. That's all. So I understand why people would say industry plant because I'm showing the good parts.
And not the bad?
Well, the only bad part is just me trying to figure out what it is that I'm doing exactly and where I'm headed. You know, and that's something I don't know how I would record that and make it look cool. Just like, hey guys, having a little crisis here. Don't really know exactly who I am or where I'm headed, and I'm freaking out and everything's happening so fast.
Anyways, I think he explained it very well. It's hard to hate on the guy. I understand being frustrated at like, you're getting rewarded just for living. Oh my gosh. And that's the world we live in now, guys. That we live in a world where I have 3 million followers. So anything is possible. Because I'm not funny at all and I'm considered a comedic content creator. So I definitely don't put it past anyone to get famous for anything. It can happen now. Welcome to the real world. But yeah, I mean, do I like Axel Webber? No. Do I hate him? No. Will I watch his content if it pops up on my For You page? Sure, it's aesthetic. I'm into it. And I think he's a decent kid. I don't think he's evil. I don't think anything of that. I understand the sentiment that his content is frustrating, and I understand the sentiment that you may think he's glamorizing poverty, because even he admitted that he does. But you have to decide, is that a bad thing? It could be, could not be. And is he even glamorizing poverty, or is he just glamorizing a lower-end life? what we call it. People are hating on him because his parents are successful and he has a family to back him up. I'm happy that he has support from his family, and I'm happy that his family are there to catch him if he ever falls down financially, because I know mine are too. Even though I am paying for this apartment myself, not to brag, but because of you guys, by the way, thank you for that. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I don't hate him, don't like him, but just kind of in between. But he needs to take some lessons from the Curly Daddy on how to New York. He needs that's for sure.